We're going to be doing a lot of thanking each other today, but it does bear repeating here. John has been a champion for the specific legislation as part of this package that will help unlock opportunity for people with mental illness in the criminal justice system. But we simply wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for John's commitment to getting this entire package through. And I want to thank him specifically. And I want to add my thanks to Patty Murray as well. She wasn't able to be here today. But there is no better team in the United States Senate than Lamar Alexander and Patty Murray. And they have made this day possible, albeit with a big boost from our colleagues in the House that are here. Listen, this is impactful, meaningful legislation. This is a bill that is going to start putting a priority on prevention rather than simply on crisis intervention. This is legislation that's going to give new tools to those families that are in crisis. It's going to clarify that parents can be full partners in the care of their adult loved ones who are suffering from mental illness. Maybe most importantly to me, it's going to put us back on a pathway to making good on the promise that we made when we passed the Mental Health Parity Act, when we told people that you were going to be treated the same in the medical system, whether you have a physical illness, a broken leg, or you have a mental illness, broken neurons in your brain. And this legislation builds upon the Mental Health Parity Act to, I think, in the end, make sure that more treatment than ever before is authorized by insurance companies for people that are in need. But maybe more than anything else, this legislation shows that there's really nothing political about the issue of treating people with mental illness. There are a lot of partisan fights here. There are a lot of places where Democrats line up on one side and Republicans line up on the other side. And we acknowledge there's still a lot of work to do. We acknowledge that this is a light, right? A big, bright light for people with serious mental illness. And they see it now. But I think the biggest breakthrough here is that for the first time since the passage of the Mental Health Parity Act, we've been able to bring together progressive Democrats like myself and conservative Republicans like Senator Cornyn or Senator Cassidy. And we've been able to show that bipartisanship is alive and well when it comes to helping people in need, people who have been abused by a broken mental health system for too long. And maybe as important as the reforms in this bill are, the point forward to future changes that we can make with this coalition that we've built maybe is going to be the most important legacy of this legislation. None of it would be possible without each and every one of the people standing here today. We were unashamed in borrowing most of our legislation from Tim Murphy. He really was a lone voice in the darkness for a long time, and we were glad to join with him as partners. But as I turn the microphone over to Senator Cassidy, let me just tell you what a joy it's been to work with him. To the extent we've been able to create a foundation here devoid of politics and full of policy, it's because that's exactly the approach that Senator Cassidy brings to everything he works on here. And we have not only become, I think, good working partners as a result of this legislation, but we've become very, very good friends as well. So let me introduce you to Senator Bill Cassidy.